You want to join in on this? What do you guys think?
We're not paid to think, James. That's why we got Hugo. No, I think I'm gonna stand with what I said earlier. Although it wasn't a 2-0 for Gambit, I still feel like they've got the experience and the composure to win out on Mirage. Although Mirage scares me because I do expect great things from GODSENT here.
Yeah, committing to my prediction again. I think if we do have like Brolin and Twist step up, it may be going completely out the window, right? Yeah. Obviously, with them fairly silent on that first map, that was, I wouldn't say an easy affair for Gambit at all, right? It was brought back to double OT, but they were able to take it nonetheless. And now then we go into the second map where not only do we not have Adrian dropping 40 kills, but we also have Twist and Brolin just destroying. Yeah. That's when it gets very scary going into a map that is just known to be Swedish from the get-go.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that when we come into Mirage, right, what I think you could argue is definitely more the even ground, which makes sense, third map BO3. Yeah. But I want to see now all those pieces come together. I want to see a Dren step back up to what we saw in Overpass, and I want to see that consistency from Twist and Brolin translate here onto the third map. If we get that, then I'm looking for fireworks on Mirage.
Yeah, this is going to be a good map, I think, definitely. I don't think we'll have any more 14-2 scorelines in this one. Both teams very, very able to compete on this map, and we'll be getting right into it here. Gambit kicking things off on the T side of this, and GODSENT going CT side. Let's take a look at the buys. Fairly standard for GODSENT. Kit coming through, got a bit of utility as well, bought up onto the likes of Gambit. That is in the hands of C's there. Molotov double flash. So interesting to not see a smoke, but they are going to go charging into B, where only one player remains. This is the perfect setup for Gambit as they head up towards this site.
Molotov double flash. I mean, the flashbangs can be set for the push. Molotov could be the after plant's insurance policy. Time will tell. But right now, it's as the flashes sail over that Adren finds himself the opening headshot. So poor Hampus is removed, and he's got nobody really here to help, unfortunately for him. Twist trying as he might to find an angle into the bomb site's been given nothing to work with. CT's 4v5. They've got the smoke and the kit on Brolin. But remember, C still has that Molotov, so they better play quick.
Yeah, time is not the only factor coming into account with the man disadvantage. Hobbit and Mo again silencing more players, and GODSENT just getting barreled out of this round. It's only Freddy to find a kill, and look at the damage done. 6 HP remaining between the two players left, and GODSENT just trying to save the utility, save the armor, save anything they can, because Freddy actually has not been tagged in the body, I don't think, so he can just upgrade that armor for free. Brolin's dead as he tries to escape, and yeah, Freddy can actually just buy up head armor if he doesn't get tagged anymore, so that's fine. Cheaper investment coming through, and we will be having Gambit take the pistol round on the third map. But GODSENT, I feel like on paper are favored coming into this exact map, but with the way these two teams have been playing, anything can happen, Connor.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we know that Gambit have the depth, individually speaking, to probably outshine GODSENT, let's be honest, right? Yeah. It comes down to accessing that ability, throwing it all out in the line. But GODSENT will buy with the scout on Freddy B, pistols, Kevlar all around. Twist saves a bit of cash. Hell, they even have Hampus' flashbang. But for the time being, not being thrown into play. It's just Gambit looking to convert this point quickly with their mid control. They've taken it over already. It's dangerous, though, once you take mid versus anti-ecos, because you can have pistol players sitting inside the window, out here somewhere out near the connector. You can even have them positioned in ladder room over towards this close angle that Hampus is now starting to take over. So the pistol players are put into a position to potentially succeed. Although this time, they've still found nothing, and Adren's just going to start moving forward.
Yeah, B-side taken pretty easily for Gambit. Not too much resistance from GODSENT as you would expect with this. And Freddy and Brolin probably just going to try and hold onto the guns. Freddy gets a kill on the exit. That's something at the very least. Take some guns away from Gambit, but by and large, this is going to be a T-side round. 2 on the board. The bomb plant is the insurance policy, and yeah, exit frags here for Brolin as he waits in the apartments. No one going to be exiting here, though. Gambit should all leave the site together to at least stop them from getting any guns in the hands of GODSENT, because again, if they split up too heavy, we could see these AKs retrieved by that CT side. Freddy has been spotted in the spawn, but he is being wrapped on the A side of the map, so Hobbit making quick progress, I guess, not even trying to hide the fact that he was running behind, going very, very quick despite there being still 10 seconds left on the clock. And Brolin, he'll get away with this, but small consolation, it will be the eco next round for GODSENT, and Gambit to likely find a third.
Dodge losses, too. I feel like Adren hasn't let off the W key that entire round. It's just been flowing across the map. This is Gambit, if I'm not mistaken, now winning 4 of 5 pistol rounds.
Yeah. That is right. Pretty crazy stuff here. Actually, no. Did they lose both? They lost both on Inferno. Pretty sure. Yeah, they did. Because it was a 9-0 for GODSENT on the first half, and they even won second pistol, but then they got reset by Gambit's Force by 14-2. Right, Connor, get your maths right. It's going to be a fast A play here for Gambit. Already damage done by USPs. This should not be happening. This is something that Gambit can't really afford to lose to. Hobbit going to keep things in check, and Hampus forced off the CT spawn. This should be a clean round for Gambit here on out.
USP is trying as they might. Why did they lose so many players? That's crazy. I mean, Hobbit's barely holding on to his life here. It should not have been so expensive. A couple well-placed shots. Hampus could even take another. He'd love to. Obviously, softening up Gambit prior to GODSENT getting guns would be best case scenario. Doja has just been ripping heads clean off today. He's had a lot of clean executions.
Yeah, he even got the dink as well. Hampus on the peak there in connect. I'm not sure if he caught. Just really quick. Everyone tagged up there on Gambit. But they will take the round, so no huge worry. 3-0 now for this tier side, and GODSENT pulling in the AWP very early on into this map as well. It's actually unarmored on Twist, but it's up against the likes of Mo, so no easy engagement there. Full rifles in as well, but only one kit to right home about on the GODSENT side, and that is up towards B on the hands of Doppelin. As GODSENT choose some aggression towards ramp. It's Brolin close up. We've got Freddy playing the apartments as well, the palace, to stop any kind of shenanigans here from Gambit. As that smoke fades as well. Now he's got a lot to do, Brolin. Got to watch towards the ramp, but Dozier is on the other side. The smoke going back down will stop Dozier from getting aggressive, but he can still spot through the gap, just in case Brolin decides to reposition back up on the Tetris. However, that shouldn't be the case.
I like that he retreats at least back by those boxes, but problem could be Seized's angle inwards. You can see Brolin skeptical of some kind of positioning over here. Of course, Gambit starting to now bolster what will be an A-ramp push. Nobody coming out of Palace, of course. That's going to, interestingly, put Brolin in a strong spot. Nobody will flood out above him, so he's just going to be able to fixate on Tetris if need be, especially with Twist now taking down Seized. It is all in from Gambit off of the ramp. They've got 40 seconds. They'd love to find a pick, but the Molotov versus Brolin will be enough. The flashbang blinds him, and there's two fast frags coming back in from Gambit. Hampus now trying to hold down on the cross, and he does with the help of Disco Doppelin. 1v2, Mo to the top of the stairs. And the CTs try to reposition using Catwalk to their strength. But he's got the bomb, and that should be enough for the plant.
Yeah, no utility to stop this as well. They've got to take gunfights, and most clutch rounds like these before on the previous map. He spots the first good angle, but it's a double peek that shuts him down. GODSENT come back in with a retake, and Disco Doppelin taking that round for himself. But again, only one gun saved for GODSENT, so it's not out the woods just yet. Gambit definitely have the ability to find their reset into this round with that bomb plant, giving them a nice little bit of extra change in their pocket. So it can be that 4-1. It can put GODSENT down to eco, but this has given them now a chance to show us what their CT side is like at the very least.
Economic resets being one of the key pieces of Gambit's comeback on Inferno. So I'm sure that they would love an opportunity like this early on here on Mirage. We've got the op still for Mo, but remember, Twist is equipped with one of his own. And he's going to work his way out to the top of middle. The smoke and the flashbangs, it does delay Gambit's exit. But Twist nearly finds the timing on the flick shot. That would have been sick.
That would have been really unfortunate to get taken down in that way. It was Mo with the AWP as well, so a very awkward kill to lose if that were to come through. And Gambit would be at no fault for that. Instead, they'll take mid this round, though. They've got a player working his way up the underpass. That is Seized, a nuisance in the connector, as we saw. And still with top mid control and the smoke down in window, prohibiting GODSENT from even challenging middle. Doppelin gets spotted. That molly may keep him in place. Even with Twist re-peeking, Doppelin has to run back through. And I like the double molly as well. If that went down a little bit earlier, it would have really burnt down Doppelin, but unfortunately it was too late. So he got out with only 10 points of damage received. But definitely a nice idea from Gambit to try and keep him trapped there, as they now look towards this A-bomb site, again with Seized in the connector, and this time with everyone else wrapping in through the spawn.
Molotov's not going to affect Brolin so much as he repositions in behind the box, but Adren still quickly quells this threat, and Freddy cowers himself now. So the smoke grenades and these opening picks have definitely allowed for Gambit to find some spacing here, but look at the rotates. The entirety of GODSENT's already starting to breathe down their necks. And Doja finds another. Now that's the bomb plant ensured, and Doja still trying to duel here. Hobbit successful. Disco sneaks his way into the gunfight, but he's quickly taken down. So Twist tucks tail, and Gambit have now reset.
Look at this flank, though, already from Adren. He's already wrapped into the spawn. They're both going to hear each other. They both know, but somehow Twist, you can see the confused look on his face. How the hell did I hit that?
Gut punch.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. But yeah, as you said, reset coming through, even with this saved AWP, if it does get saved, and I don't think Gambit should chase too much here. They know GODSENT have been reset. They may even force round this one weapon, in fact, as, you know, their money's gone. They've got a double eco regardless. Why not make things a little bit more interesting as he runs, just gets away in the nick of time. So it will be the saved AWP for Twist. As said, reset comes in, and $2,000 across the majority here of GODSENT. They will be going for the buy. Or at least I saw someone go for it. Yeah, there it is.
I would love to watch the sniper here for GODSENT just be let loose.
Yeah.
Let him do something crazy. Push up into Palace, even overextend on ramp.
Run
Hell,
mid.
Anything. Run to the top of mid. Right. Go for it. Just put him in a position to succeed. Let him try to shine. And if he gets off an individual play, it's bolsters the confidence, Hugo.
Yeah. And hey, winning these rounds are totally possible as well. With forced pistols, every kill Twist gets, if they can pick up the gun, they all have armor. They can all easily respond back to Gambit. It's not a easy round to always counter when you don't know where that AWP is. And the whole round for Gambit is going to be, okay, we need to work out where this AWP is, and we need to avoid it. We don't care about the AWP. We don't want to get it out of their hands. We just want to make sure we win the round and take it safely. It's so possible GODSENT could do some damage here. So Gambit playing things very slowly, as you can see, expecting GODSENT to bring some aggression on this forced round, and still unsure as to whether GODSENT have forced or if they went for just plain pistols. Now looking towards the A site, though, is going to be Dosia. Molotov already going under the balcony, and that won't force Freddy too far off the angle that he currently possesses towards ramp. Just playing the headshot position. As GODSENT probably look to split here. There's a fight in spawn. Mo actually kills Doppler with a pistol in the meantime as well. Dosia will follow up with damage to Brolin bit by bit. GODSENT getting torn apart.
Yeah, and this entire time, Gambit have now just easily taken the B site. Sure enough, Hampus will dish out some damage, but the Molotov, well, that seals his fate. He's scared to even cross back. He's been completely abandoned by his teammates, Hugo. He's been left behind. He just wants to leave.
Yeah, please.
Poor guy. Eventually does find his exit, but that's easily around here for Gambit. They've done a good job of dodging the AWP there from Twist. Sure enough, helps when you do find that flanker in your own spawn. Obviously, with Seized and Mo tagged up, we could have seen a different story unfold, but...
Oh, what?
Ultimately, this one's Gambit's.
That was a range kill with the back 10 there. I like it. Maybe a couple of more exits as well, as GODSENT have run back towards the spawn. One man up in the apartments. Adren going to be challenging that, but this is a favourable fight for Freddy, if anything, because Adren didn't know he was coming, but luckily enough will run back down. Not going to want to give away his gun for free. Hobbit, again in the spawn, not going to check the corner. Hampus is there, and they probably want to move in and try and get these players while they have them cornered at the very least. Hampus will go down, but Twist, again, another round save with the AWP, and Freddy B holds onto the CZ armor. So there's remnants of weaponry here for GODSENT in this round, but it's still going to be Gambit on the anti-eco looking to find their sixth. And this is a strong T-side so far, I've got to say, Connor.
It's looking kind of scary. Reminiscent of what we saw from GODSENT at the start of Inferno. However, Twist does still have the AWP, so if anybody's going to break out, it's his chance. Pistol jumps up towards the catwalk, so Disco gets points for movement. It's a really hard jump to make.
Yeah.
Window to catwalk.
Well, for some.
Oh.
Not the elite.
No,
Like
sorry.
me. KZ King.
Is that what they call you?
No. I learned from the best, Connor, Launders.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this flank, though. That's nice. Freddy catches C setting up outside of B, and now Gambit, who wanted to split up through short, they may have to reconsider. Hobbit finds the opener, but there's still 3 players on the bomb site, so if Gambit actually do commit, they're going to walk into a meat grinder of a site. May want to reconsider as they start to look towards other avenues, and Hampus going to begin to get aggressive as well. He could catch Mo, and he does. Doja was just coming down the ladder, so he wasn't able to trade. Does eventually come through, though, but still, this round is close.
Yeah. Although now GODSENT have actually given up the B bomb site because they thought they were splitting back towards A. And Hobbit's going to definitely sell it now as he applies pressure onto Twist and Freddy B. This is allowing for the player to creep out from apps in the bomb. Could double back using Cat. If need be, no. They're actually going to opt to go in through connector, so they will eventually fulfill their rotation towards the A site. Brolin tapping off with the USP. Doja finally responding there. Gets the instant headshot, but he drops the bomb. There's 28 seconds left over. There comes Twist finding impact with the AWP, and they've done it. They've skewered Gambit between CT and Catwalk, so now it all falls onto the shoulders of Adren, and he's not going to get himself a little bit closer. He's got the bomb back. Freddy spotted. Freddy gets it. GODSENT win the round.
Yeah, and that's a player who saved the CZ armor from the previous one, picking up 3 kills. That's why even these little saves are so important, Connor. You can have so much impact with just a CZ, right? Because obviously, when you go into a round like the one prior to that and you have to go for a save, the fact that you save such little investment means you can just reposition next round, put yourself in a spot where you can actually win it instead of going for a retake that you're never going to actually, win. So... yeah, good work from Freddy, great work from Twist, and GODSENT somehow pick up an eco round. Now they're going to have a great buy here. Double AWP even into this one. We already talked about the versatility of AWP to AWP on this team. It's going to be Doppelin taking that one on the secondary, not Hampers this time. GODSENT giving up mid quite heavily to Gambit. Mo's already taking control, and the smokes are down to keep GODSENT at bay. Although, look at the apartments control taken from Adren. He's actually pushed all the way in. That's because Doplin's playing in the market, just holding that cross through the window. He'll reposition to the site at the very least. And Hampus up in the window room. As that smoke fades, Seas is going to be very exposed here towards that position. And there it is. Hampus takes one. He's even got the utility to flush him out of position as well. And while Mo holds with the AWP, trying to catch this man who's caught in the right side of window, there's just no movement from Hampus. Good shot through the wall. Might not be enough unless he connects a second one. Hampus, I like that. He goes to the smoke, but he doesn't actually leave window. And because the smoke signals his departure, even though he's kept there.
He eventually does double back, repositioning over towards the marketplace. And in the meantime, Twist has found the op shot into Palace. Now, all the while, Bomb working its way closer to the B site, and Disco's been given a chance to Adren. In fact, Hobbit drops him, and now it's all on Brolin. Playing off of the catwalk, he does skewer Adren over towards bench, but Bomb's still planted regardless, and Brolin, well, he's just clearing up this bomb site. It all falls on Mo, who is easily cleaned up. It is GODSENT with yet another. Solid stuff there. I mean, it does fall onto Brolin. The fact that there's 3 defenders in position on the B site is the reason GODSENT win the round. Gambit, they were struggling for the plant. They got it, but it was the after plant picked apart.
Yeah, and not even a bad play from Hobbit. He runs through the molly and gets aggressive to try and force the 2v2, which I actually like in that situation. You know, you always want to try and trade things back and keep things equal so you have the best of chances. And instead of just falling back into a passive setup where GODSENT could have retaken that site, he tries to catch Brolin with his pants down. Won't work out. So 5-3 here, GODSENT keeping this game close. And Gambit, Force coming through here for the T side. They throw some money in, a couple of AKs, 3 CZs. And Twist already looking for the pick down ramp. Very slow peek onto the corner. No one there though for him to find. As Gambit set up with the smokes outside of the A site, just going for the standard A play. No split through the connector, no late lurk to try and play that after plant. Again, bomb plant is what they really want here because they've still got a bit of saved money to fall back on. So a bomb plant would just give them that extra cash that they can buy up fully next round.
Smokes moving forward, Twist falling back. These flashbacks have been doing a really good job of keeping Gambit kind of straggling inwards. But I think they'll be content with this. They've found themselves the bomb plant, a little bit of after plant positioning from Seized as well if you can get through these flames. But Freddy B's locked into the corner. It doesn't look to me like Seized is going to check this. Oh, he does. Nearly in the nick of time, however. It's 2 T's down, make it 3. Counter-terrorists on what is a fantastic retake until finally Mo strikes back. He has found 2 kills of his own. Now Doja's pinned into the palace, and Hampus is coming out ramp. There's 2 CTs on the bomb site. Doja now attempts to strike, but he misses his opportunity. Mo finds one more, but that's it. They've got it. Doja was the linchpin, and he came up empty-handed. Yeah,
that was so awkward for Doja because you see him walk out, you see him see the head of one man on triple, and he doesn't actually register it until he wide peeks, and then at that point, not only is he facing 2 players, but he's made noise, and Hampus has already worked his way up ramp. So, like, he wanted to go for the peek earlier, but he could hear the man running up ramp on the flank. So, very a difficult situation to play for Doja. Not going to be able to get away with it. And Gambit giving up the post plant. But again, they get, you know, a few kills. They get a bomb plant, 3 frags, in fact, from Mo. So it's not the worst of situations, and they still have the buy here. But yeah, in a 5-on-5 post plant, they probably would have liked to take that victory there. It was just some great work from GODSENT on the retake, picking up those first 3 kills that kind of put Gambit so far on the back foot.
Really weak utility for Gambit to work here in the 10th. Could very well be GODSENT tying things up at 5 rounds apiece. 5-1 to 5-5 would be a refreshing face for GODSENT. But it is this continuous mid-control that Gambit are looking to exert. They put C's to the bottom of connector. Brolin is just going to be trying to set the crossfire with his teammate Disco on that first op. Remember, there is 2 in play from GODSENT. Twist having the second just inside the jungle. Now, C's feet are forced back away. He sees the Molotov pop up. Twist actually losing out nearly half of his health, and it does seem like Gambit hit the A site.
Yeah, Brolin, he's ready for that connector split though already. He's got his teammate covering him, Twist. There's no smokers landing on the jungle. You talked about this limited utility. It could come back to haunt them right here, right now. If Twist can find a shot, there it is. Now the push coming out of the Palace. Freddy just trying to defend, and he does it. Another kill coming through for the CTs, but eventually Twist goes down. So lack of jungle smoke only has some complications, but bomb is dropped in the open. That's the big issue. They're waiting on Seized right now because he's flanked all the way up, and that's good timing from the peak. Takes down Hampus, trade back in, but now they know exactly where Brolin is, and Disco Doppelin given all the roam to roam out in the jungle leaves just a Dren. It's a shutdown from GODSENT, a 1v3 with 15 seconds left up. There's no plant spot that's safe.
Brolin obviously in a very safe spot there, has the cover of the staircase. And I feel like Gambit are just starting to get slain on the exits of the A site. So many times the smokes will fade, they'll be caught out, killed accordingly, and punished for what is hesitation. But hesitation created by GODSENT's ability to, again, obscure their entries. We've seen Molotovs go down. The flashbangs have blinded a lot of the Ts. That round, most notably, you saw how everybody from Gambit was forced out into the sandwich. Like, they were just looking for cover because all they wanted to do was survive. And when all you're doing is fighting for your life, you're no longer the team in control of the situation. So GODSENT definitely reeling this one back in as we do hit even keel. Hobbit being vocal. Hand gesture tells me slow down. I feel like that's the universal sign for breaks.
Yeah, we'll see. It is pistols after all, so maybe wanting to bait out the utility, go for a slower approach to this round already. Looking like a default. Mo needs to be careful there. I was going to say with the bomb, not the AWP. It's actually a push for Hampus at the top of middle, and he fires off some utility and just falls back. Doesn't want to take that. Dozier's dead down the ramp. Gambit 1 by 1. This is a round where they probably just get picked apart. They're so split, it's going to be difficult to get really too much done. That's a good kill. Hampus caught out in middle while focused on the underpass, but Twist can peek back out and keep things in the favor of GODSENT. Needs to follow up, but Seized. Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped him, and Hobbit's run through the connector in the meantime. What's going on here? Gambit have somehow turned this into a 1v2. Hobbit may be low, but with both players split up here from GODSENT, he's given the opportunity at 2 one-on-ones to try and win this round.
Now, he would definitely love to find Disco first.
Yeah.
But Disco's going to play safe as can be, just tuck himself into the kitchenette of the apartments. Question being, does Hobbit clear all of his corners? Does he anticipate Disco being pushed up?
And even if he does, if he slow peeks his corner, he's going to get shot on timing because his gun barrel will give away his position before he makes it around the corner.
Every single player has a flash and a Molotov. And Hobbit's dead.
50-50.
Yeah, exactly, right? Left or right?
I can't blame him for that.
No.
Good eco, though, from Gambit, nonetheless. They had no investment in that round, and they get 3 kills. Like, that's a really good eco from Gambit.
I'm all for it. Again, just taking the advantage in just the chaotic mess that started to unfold there towards middle. But a double op setup from GODSENT, still a key piece to what they've been structuring as a defense. They've made this happen. They've gotten back into the lead for the first time. And they are going to go to the top of middle aggressively in this round. They're positioned inside the smoke, just beneath it. And if they do actually round this corner, they're going to find nothing waiting for them. It is an entire A-site stack coming out from Gambit, where we've seen them fall, but we've also seen them successful. Yeah,
they got the utility down and out at least, but already lost that first man. Dosia is dead to the AWP of Twist, and the other 4 men running out through ramp. But look at GODSENT on the quick flank. 2 players coming in through the spawn instantly. They know exactly what's going on. They don't need to challenge this. Hampus doesn't need to climb up here because the thing is, this flank is going to mean so much for the retake. Bomb yet to go down. It's allowing so much time for GODSENT to get in position. And there's another frag. Doppelin will even shut down Seized from short. So GODSENT 5-on-3, two-man flank up ramp. There's no way Adren expects the second man here. As you can see, runs out with his knife in his hand, and Brolin will take him down. This retake is on for GODSENT.
Hobbit into the corner, just waiting for his chance to strike. Now, Twist has offered up his side, but Hobbit's very wary of Connector. He does get the first, but that's not the defuse. GODSENT rob it away.
And that could have been Hobbit's round as well. He gets 3 kills.
That's so frustrating. Like, Hobbit's in a position where he knows there's a man next to him. He hears the defuse. He takes a player off of the bomb site, assuming that's probably the diffuser.
Or even if it should force a player off the bomb. Like, that was ballsy to even stick the defuse there. Especially given the fact that your teammates are all falling apart around you and you want to trade that kills, while Hobbit is reloading or while he's giving away his position. So actually really ballsy from whoever that was to stick the bomb, but hey, it works.
It's those big Swedish meatballs, Hugo.
Yeah, IKEA style.
He gets it. Solid stick. But we've got Brolin pushed up in this round. Twist already successful in winning the duel towards mid. And that is it. It is so good. Delicious.
Like the Swedish meatballs, and Brolin, he's going to follow up again, takes down Dosia. GODSENT just kicking off every single round with a man or 2 advantage. And how did Gambit even respond to that? They set up for the default. They weren't in tradable positions. Now, in a 3-on-5, GODSENT have no pressure on their shoulders. They can just settle back on the site to allow Gambit to make the next play. They still have a bit of aggression down ramp. Brolin committed to this angle, and I like this position on the top of the plant as well. Very hard to clear out. Even if he does go down without too much of a fight, it will just leave GODSENT with not only information, but still a one-man advantage, so it's not even the worst of spots. Mo setting up utility, and with this click, we may hear Brolin just straight up push this, or alternatively wait, because the split's coming through Connector in the meantime, and Doppler not going to be... Oh, sorry, it's Brolin going down a ramp. Doppler is coming up through the window room.
Oh, actually, Doppler looked away, so that means Adren snuck through in the perfect moment of timing, but Twist... Did he see it?
No. He's gone back towards A.
Uh-oh.
This is scary. Nade's even being thrown to A to sell the fake.
Disco Dopplin's going to start changing his position. Hampus is making a bit of noise. Hampus just completely blindsided at this point. Adren strikes in from behind. Disco's called backwards. He's definitely going to hear the footsteps of Mo, and Adren's offered up this opportunity now. Disco catches them back by surprise, and he doubles down. It is just C's left over. Disco saves the round.
That's so sick, though, because he doesn't take the fight to Adren, even though he knows he's on the site, because he doesn't want to give away his position. If Adren's not forcing that kill to the player on short, he just knows the bomb's coming apps. When you go for that kind of split, the bomb will always go the safe route. The bomb will always go apps, ramp, palace. You'll rarely see the bomb work its way up short or split through the connector, except when you're really desperate. So he knows he kills Mo, they win that round. There's no way that his team die on the A site in time. So really, really good play from Disco Doppler, just very intelligent stuff on B. And GODSENT again, another sick round from them. 8 on the board here on the CT side. Gambit may have had the lead with the 5-1 start, but it's certainly fallen off since then.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge spree of victories so far from GODSENT. Can Gambit find at least a couple more rounds? They're not going to find the opening pick, but they do trade.
3rd round in a row, Twist has got the first kill.
Yeah, Mo's just being completely locked out of these situations. And I would say when you find Gambit winning convincingly, sometimes it's Mo at the top of the scoreboard. Sometimes it's that op play that they can really use to jackknife their way forward. But Freddy, oh my god. And not the next. Dojo will strike him down from Palace, but he takes a lot of damage in exchange. So the double flash.
900 IQ. But look at Hobbit. He's wormed his way into the ladder room. Twist unaware. But again, still with a position that he's holding a tight enough angle that if Hobbit even peeks that, Twist will probably still hit the shot, even though he doesn't know where he's coming from. But will Hobbit make the move? Will he break the vents, or do they go for the B split? Because the thing is, the bomb's up short now, so this is really awkward if they lose it. There's 2 players in apps. You always want to have the bomb with the majority. But unfortunately, Gambit don't have that luxury in this 3-on-3. Everyone's getting tagged up. Hobbit's the only man with actual health to work with, and there's Adren dropped. Twist follows up on short, dropping Hobbit as expected, and it's Dosia from earlier in the round trying to get something done. In a 1-on-3 on the B side, just not going to happen.
This is just a clean CT side from GODSENT. And I think this is starting to play into what we had kind of talked about with the desk. It's like, it's Mirage and it's GODSENT.
Yeah.
And they just have been very, very hot on this map as of late. Gambit have kind of dropped off within it.
And it's very hard to fight a game when you're literally starting every round as a 4v5. I don't know why they're continuing to fight mid, because Twist has got a mid pick for 3 rounds in a row. Yeah. Every time in mid, like connector, window, wherever, it's always in middle. So why are you fighting that? Why are you commonly setting up?
Have they smoked him off once? all they're doing is smoking the own top of mid.
Yeah, no, not off spawn. They've always try and challenge him. That's Mo tries to challenge him every round. They never smoke off spawn. They smoke late round when they want to take mid control through underpass, but they never smoke at the start. No.
So that variation not seen.
Maybe they have, but he has gone connector a couple of times. Take into account.
If you don't walk into the op of mid, you'll find it on ticket.
Oh no. Doja
And a 4v5, Doja will bail them out. That's happened too, right? We have seen Gambit swing it back into even ground, but normally at the loss of HP. As seen in this one yet again. Now Hoppus has a solid off angle. He's got teammates to try and bait them in as well. Twist's op could distract these terrorists that will trickle forward eventually. They do have the bomb, and they're waiting for the third man to join them, that being Mo. But
wow.
Dren just goes parading past him. And Twist now missing 2 shots, giving the chances as he whiffs a third. 4 versus 2, and it looks like Gambit might finish with a 6th unless the retake moves forward.
They got to go quick, though. Again, only 2 players to deal with the 4 holding Ts. No facing as well coming out through from the Gambit side. There's one man up in the window of the apps, but he actually looks away. Bad timing. Repeat coming through, so they will spot that. They have the information, but it's 1 of 4 players. Adren forced out with a Molotov. He's willing to take the fight instead of just go back towards the bench, but Hobbit trades it back and keeps it in the hands of Gambit. There's surely no way the Disco Doppler can win this round, and Dosia will make it so. 2 kills from him, and Gambit find their 6th. Finally, the last round of the half, but Connor, will it be enough?
I don't know. I mean, that's obviously a huge letdown, right? You win 5 of the opening 6 rounds, you finish the half with 6.
Yeah.
That's just such a solid CT side from GODSENT. And I mean, you know, we talked about obviously the op duels in the top of middle, not really going Gambit's way. But I feel like, you know, one of the best ways to circumvent that op presence is to work players through underpass. And very often Gambit still did that. I really like this kind of fluid connector play we started to see from GODSENT.
Oh.
They always had, you know, Disco Doppler working downwards to the bottom of middle, trying to work in through ladder room. Like they locked down Cat a lot. And there were even times where GODSENT would give up connector and mid control, let them even have window, and just position back towards ticket, that aggressive A site as well. It's all there to play.
We are into the pistol, though, and GODSENT just going for a standard A play, it seems, with the smoke from Hampus to set them up over the top. They're going to burst out of the ramp, 1 man in Palace. Freddy's already found contact towards the jungle, but it's Hobbit with 1 on the USP, looking to double down, and he does. Adren even comes in for support as well, up from under the balcony, but trades straight back, and Hobbit just doing so much work here with a pistol. 4 kills, almost, yes, he finds it. Knife on the final one, and Gambit take the pistol.
Oh, man, he just like sliced his scalp open.
Yeah. From above, Batman style.
Yeah. Ugh.
Filthy.
Gruesome.
I like it.
Is that art? Yeah.
Yes.
Hobbit just locking down the staircase. I mean, obviously he gets Freddy B first, Brolin next, Adren rotates over.
Oh, that was so close as well. 1 more bullet would have done it. I thought actually
2 players went for the knife. That's great. They wanted, you're literally fighting for buddy. But there we go. Okay, Gambit, they win another pistol. That has been a key piece of their success here tonight.
And still we're on 3 maps and they're down, which is always worrying. But this pistol has given them the chance to find 9. That's the only positive to take away from it.
Yeah, they can get themselves back into the even keel. But Disco Doppler's deagle can be deadly. Adren's head, prime for the popping. Ooh, but he misses. So now you get this response from the counter-terrorists, right? Obviously the Molotov first, they start moving their player out of window and actually over towards jungle, and that does give enough of an opportunity for Brolin to be boosted up here. In fact, the connector pressure will open up a route for him to sneak forward. He does strike down onto 1, but his gun's gone dry. And in the meantime, he's lost a lot of his teammates already. It's him and Freddy B 2v4, and still, CT's hit the floor. Brolin is on a bit of a bender. Doja, though. Well, he finally emerges from his crevice, and Brolin, oh my god, Brolin! Oh, he does it! That's an ace! Oh, that's nasty.
How, like, what?
Oh.
In every single one of those gunfights, you're thinking, okay, he's dead here, he's dead here, he's dead here. And he wins every single one.
Twist can't believe it, like, oh, okay.
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 Yeah. Right. Cool. Yeah. No, that's fine. 15 years old, by the way.
Get schooled.
Yeah, get schooled quite literally. That is insane. I have no idea how he won that, but fantastic. And that is so heartbreaking for Gambit. Their chance to find 9-9 here. Even keel, as you said. And GODSENT back in control with a buy round, 10-7. They have rifles. Gambit barely have anything. It's pistols and a scout. Hampers has already opened up with the MP9 retrieved. And GODSENT, man advantage. Pressure is on Gambit to force these next few kills. And even so, they're just so unequipped, Connor.
Oh. I was so ready for Gambit to just tie this game up.
Yeah.
I've been taken aback, Hugo.
Even that final kill.
What a blunder.
Yeah. I was thinking like Dosia, that's a bit optimistic taking that fight with an MP9, but his teammates should be trading that every day of the week. So, whoa. Very worrying stuff. But, again, that is the talent on this Swedish roster as GODSENT look to be this time. It's all 3 players here for Gambit at the very least, so they have a defense. But, again, GODSENT have a 5... tease up on this round as they look to split. There's the first kill, and that should signal everything being done here. There's only 2 players left. Dosia, he's going to get mowed down in the first fight, and the Dren not even going to get the shot off. Does land one onto Freddy at the very least, but GODSENT are going to have no issue with this round. Bomb down, 1 on 5, no scope missed, optimistic at best.
Everyone's just screwing with a Dren now, right? He keeps trying to trade back.
Oh, no.
Even no scopes the guy in the back.
Everyone gets tagged there. 2 players on 7 HP, Connor.
GODSENT are having none of it. And now they've got a superb opportunity to create a little bit of cash here, really extend their advantage in terms of monetary funds. We do have Gambit with pistols. What's your favorite USP play on CT side Mirage?
On CT side Mirage?
Yeah.
I can't think of one off the top of my head. Well, I thought you meant like players in like historical play. Oh, what I like to do? I like a B stack. I like a 5-man B stack. Boost up 2 players in the corner on that box. Ooh. 1 player takes the fight very aggressively, but still be on top of the box. So when he dies, they won't expect the second man. You have 1 hiding bench. You have 1 up in the short corner to the left of Arch. Just a very passive B setup where you kind of feign the fact that you have 2 players there, they die fast, and then 3 players can do damage. That's what I like to do on my USP rounds. I always think you should stack on a USP round. Or rush. I don't like defense.
Hold on, what's going on? I mean, they've lost the B site, so this round's pretty much done.
Yeah.
But, Adren, you're supposed to be dead. I don't know if anyone told him. He didn't get the memo.
Ooh.
Twist makes the jump over, the hops connect. Die already! Finally falls to the Glock. But Seized in the meantime does get his hands on the Galil. Oh, Doja. Not as... he's not dripping in finesse.
No. That's Cloud9. Well, GODSENT will still take the round, as unclean as it is, as dirty as it is, as that sentence is as well. GODSENT find 12. So really leading this T side now. Gambit do have a bye coming up at the very least, so there's something to be happy with. But again, you know, it's one of those situations similar to Inferno where it's like Gambit need to win this next round. Like, we said this at 14-2. This needs to happen. Gambit cannot afford to lose the next round, and even a pause coming through as well. Definitely a good time to take it if that is Gambit's choice. I would imagine so, if it is attack. Oh, tactical with GODSENT at 12-7. I like it. I'm always a fan.
Little cheeky lead pause.
Yeah. Kind of let Gambit sweat for a second. They can't talk. They have to just kind of sit here as GODSENT.
Look at that smirk on Twist's face, man.
They're pretty happy right now.
Yeah, as they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the map pool helped them out in certain terms. I think Mirage, you know, we thought to ourselves, like, if it went to 3 maps, if somebody on Gambit didn't just come out and blow GODSENT out of the water, then they definitely had a chance in this. But, I mean, this kind of goes back to, like, you know, the inclusion of Seized and, like, the fall off of Hobbit a little bit. Like, I feel like most times when you saw those just complete and total dumpster fires, it was always Hobbit that would just be like, yep, 35 frags. Yep, 35 frags.
Yeah.
Over and over. Kind of like when Electronic was on flip side, you know? It's like when they won games entirely convincingly, you knew it was because Electronic was up there. But that doesn't happen all too often anymore. Rolling. Fast hops straight into the lying weight of Mo. Freddy will get one back. Now, Twist is just so aggressive, and he doesn't clear out the sandwich. Now Doja emerges from the bomb site, and Adren with just another. They've shot them down entirely.
Exactly what Gambit needed.
Yep.
A round on the board, but not just that, a clean round, as Freddy Surely he can't take too much damage at this point, this late, and with Gambit giving up B, they are aware of the possibility of this flank, and you can already see Hobbit doubling back just to make sure that is not the case. Locking down this B bomb site, even though they have the bomb under their control. And a good position taken by Hobbit, even if it is checked from Freddy, it will be enough information for Gambit to be able to solidify the round in their favor. Freddy's just looking to try and take some guns away, see if he can keep things at least bad for Gambit in terms of money, because GODSENT can reinvest after this round. There's the check. There's a kill. At the cost of nothing here, Freddy's now found himself in a 1-on-3 with footsteps heard up short. He didn't see seized. Oh, he just missed the head of him as well as he jumped up on top, runs with his back turned into the connector, and that will be a Dren through the wall. So Gambit, an 8th round taken. An opportunity presents itself. We can't count them out, Connor. We saw their comeback on Inferno.
I would never count them out, Hugo. I'm not that kind of guy.
No. How kind of you. How noble at 14-2 to still believe.
A little part of me always believes. I'm an optimistic guy. I like to think of myself as a realist as well. But you always give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, they're trailing by 4. They've had a convincing round just now in the 20th. A chance, an opportunity, a lifeline,
Ooh.
and a leg shot for Mo.
Yeah, finally some AWP duels actually working out for Gambit, because again, we looked at that first half, it was Twist running over the scoreboard completely for GODSENT. The nade, even finishing things off. Hobbit throws that up behind the boxes. Boxes down Hampus. As Gambit's taken now the mad advantage in their favor. Just got to be very careful they don't get traded back by Brolin here. He's looking at that window. Hobbit's worked his way on top of the cinder blocks as Mo jumps, dangerous. But it just gets him some more information. GODSENT have still got control of middle, and with the bomb up in apartments, this could be that late round B split through short. But Gambit essentially have a 3-man setup on B right now, with Hobbit included up in the ladder room. And he's just going to pressure A, and that will not work out.
Comes back. Obviously needs to keep eyes on mid. You don't want to give such a large avenue for GODSENT to really work with, but in the meantime, Twist finds another open door. Or rather, he kicks one wide open.
Ooh, what?
Jumps past the shot of Mo, hits his own, does miss on the sitting duck towards Catwalk, but it is still a 3v3 here. Bomb's already rotated over. It's gotten itself into the bomb site. Hobbit nearly caught with just a grenade in hand, and a Dren. Yes, he does it. Topples Twist off of the bench. Grenade is great from Doja. Disco Doppler still escapes for now. 21 health separates him from death, and now he's down. But Brolin hits 2, and it's into the 1v1. A clutch again from the young gun. A Dren fires off, revealing himself, and he's trying to close the gap. He's got no kit, but he hits the headshot, and he will still find this round.
Oh, God, 3 kills from a Dren, 2 from Brolin. It was the final decider there, the old dog versus the young gun. And a Dren will win it out. So Gambit, again, clawing themselves back bit by bit. Bomb plant for GODSENT, but with only about 33 to 3,500, they shouldn't buy. They should go for a half buy. They have a bit of loss bonus, 24 next time. So, yeah, we can see pistols. We can see some armor, potentially. A light investment, maybe a scout, but we don't want a full buy here from GODSENT if they want really to keep this in their hands. And yeah, okay, this is fine. They have a rifle, so they have a full buy from Disco Doppler, but everyone else kind of half investing. So it will just mean Disco Doppler will be limited in that next buy round, which won't be a huge issue because everyone else will have rifles. Hobbit, he spots the man. He spots the hands of Freddy B. Big hands. Freddy B walking back already after that smoke, and Hobbit going to hear every single footstep. They can forget that rotation to B because now he knows it's just a bit of an early fake with GODSENT set heavy up in mid. Hobbit is going to have the chance to shut this entire round down with this flank. Will he give up the noise? Yes, he drops, but they don't hear it. Actually, he lands when Hampus shoots his deagle, so completely unbeknownst to him as they run through the connector. There's the flank from Hobbit. Adren shuts it down from the jungle as well, and he just runs in with the USP, dropping the bomb and dropping any chance of GODSENT to surely take this round with Doppler being so low.
Yeah, but he does have a little bit of a disjointed defense here. He needs to find a way to cross. Hobbit with the only full bar of HP here in this 3-man situation. Disco Doppler doesn't challenge. Oh, if he uses the staircase of the connector, he could come in at an off angle, catch Hobbit off guard, but no, now he's seen it. He's seen the tip, and he shafts him. Disco Doppler's down. Hobbit wins the round, and Gambit now have double digits.
It's happening again, Connor. It's happening again. And this time, the scary thing is it wasn't a comeback like the previous map, a 14-2 that came to 16-13. This is a fairly reasonable first half from Gambit with a pistol round included, albeit not the conversions. That's not a huge comeback. That's not an impossible comeback for Gambit, and so far they're showing us that that is the case. With GODSENT actually now on just pistols and armor, Gambit, very big buy ahead of them. No AWP, take that into account after they lost a lot of players in that previous round. It's not as clean as they would have liked. GODSENT definitely still keeping this economy at bay for Gambit. As they once again set up outside of mid, but this time should probably watch their apartments. Hamper's going to be tasked with that as they work underpass as well. So again, this mid control taken from GODSENT. And with no AWP from Gambit as well, it's a good decision from GODSENT, although they probably won't know that that's the case. Gambit going to be very struck to contest this mid. They will give it up. GODSENT, they can split connector here.
A little bit late on the Molotov too. 3 Ts get past, but then they're all cleaned up, swept away until all of a sudden there's a bit of a bounce back.
Uh-oh. We've seen Brolin in this position before as well.
Absolutely. I mean, he does control the jungle now. Sees, waits patiently for his chance, but he can't land the shot. Brolin then catches Hobbit. Seized was meant to serve as a distraction, but instead, he's now dead. Brolin comes to life.
What on earth is this man doing?
Whatever he wants.
Yeah, stop.
Whatever he wants,
Stop giving
Hugo.
him jungle. Stop giving him jungle. He's just ruining everyone. An ace and a 4K from that exact position. Brolin wins another eco round for GODSENT. It was actually Gambit running away with ecos on Overpass. It's a different story on Mirage. This comeback from Gambit has been thwarted, at least for the time being. And with the damage actually done in the previous round from pistols again from GODSENT, you know, Gambit weren't able to buy up an AWP. Now they're not able to even buy up rifles, Connor. It's got to be an eco or a force here from the CT side. As somehow we see GODSENT once again backs up against the wall. They fight, they kick, and they scream. And they will win it.
Yeah, I'd like to replace the word somehow with just Brolin. Just Brolin. Man, he's definitely, excuse me, he's definitely coming into his own. 22 frags, leading the charge for GODSENT. So he comes into this third map, similarly to the second, on fire, right?
Yeah.
We said if ever GODSENT was going to win this series, it was going to have to come off of those heavy hitters, right? The stars. And they have certainly aligned as we start to close out the third map here. 24th round ahead. And it is nothing for Gambit. I mean, they have $300 invested into this round. They should come up utterly empty-handed.
Here comes the push from GODSENT. Fairly standard take as well, just you split up connector with the Ts. 2 of them, in fact. Bomb out ramp. And as you said, with no weaponry for Gambit, no defense can be really put up. If anyone gets more than 1 kill in this spot, that is ridiculous. And in fact, I don't think we'll even see that mollied out. He late peeks it, which I like, but the issue is they're just too quick. 1 frag from Hobbit, who did buy that P250, and he follows up. Hobbit is doing it now, and Doja does it from the back of the site. Somehow, Hobbit gets aggressive and twists down on the pistol, taken down by Hobbit. It's a 1v1, and the spray from Brolin saves the day. It's not the first time this youngster has come in to keep this game on for GODSENT, and they'll find 14 rounds.
Man, he comes into the perfect timing, right? Obviously, he's wrapping around through CT spawn, so he is the last man to get into the engagement. Doja emerges from behind the boxes. Another chance for Doja where I love his patience. He just sits in a little corner, and he just lets everybody walk around him.
And he takes all the attention as well, while Hobbit just goes and gets 4 or 3 kills on the site. Perfect.
Really nice stuff. But Brolin, obviously, and that was like a 15-bullet spray down.
Yeah.
So he gets him just as he tries to cower back towards ramp. In fact, it is now GODSENT fighting for that overtime point, and we've got Gambit equipped with the Mag 7. In Palace. Obviously, ramp could be an issue if they are able to get past him. It's Doja to support with the ump. Very little utility from Gambit already. That's going to definitely be an issue once these Molotovs from GODSENT start flying out.
I'm very surprised they're going for the same play that in the previous round against USPs they lose 4 players to. This is a very dangerous setup from GODSENT. Luckily, Gambit don't have any utility, but that just means gunfights are going to be paramount here for the CT side. They have guns in their hands, no pants down now as Twist misses the flick. He needs a teammate to support him, but Adren gets aggressive with that Mag 7, trade in through, but still Dozier wants to get aggressive because Freddy B doesn't get out without a fight. He's down to 12 HP. Still, GODSENT finding entries, and with plenty of time left and one man stuck in the spawn, he's just going to get spammed out. Hampus gets aggressive, and now it's just 2. But look at the health.
It's incredible. None of these players should be alive, and it's for that reason that Brolin easily dies. They're all stranded inside the bomb site. On top of this, someone needs to hit some headshots, and they do it. A highway robbery from GODSENT. Twist knows. I mean, like, he's blown away in that scenario, and I don't blame them. I mean, the damage is dealt there. Adren is nearly able to lock down ramp alone, pushing his way forward with that Mag 7, which would have put a huge spanner into the works versus GODSENT. They would have had no ramp control moving forward. Now, Gambit comes in with a dilapidated buy. 2 CZs. Sure, they've got, you know, some fancy grenades in there, but a scout for Adren's not going to be the best. You saw Mo overwhelmed on Ticket last round because that weapon close quarters is really not the same as an op. Not quite the shotgun, but Mo's CZ does get the opening frag. Unfortunately for Gambit, it's traded straight away. Although they've got seized on a bit of an expedition here out through this palace. He is behind Disco Doplin, who has snuck his way towards ramp. He seeks to execute Doja alone on the A site.
He's got to be very careful, though. If he loses this gun, it just gives Gambit more opportunity to upgrade. Seized, caught in the spawn there, but now he is pincered. And again, they don't know that Disco Doplin's pushed up, but Doja wins that duel anyway. Twist managing to take down Seized in the spawn, keeps GODSENT in this one, in the running for the round. A 3-on-2 now. Adren not going to be able to get the trade as Brolin backs off him. With that fight and with all the calamity going into the spawn, GODSENT going to give up on A. They'll just walk right back up through the apartments with all 3 players contained together. Adren is the only man who can shut this down. Dozier still doesn't want to rotate because they have no information to play off the back of, and GODSENT can just sneak their way in. They can just walk into the site, and Adren's going to have absolutely no idea. He's got to get a kill here. He's got to take down at least one man. He's going to miss the opening shot, and that gives him the opportunity to plant. GODSENT stay in the apps, and Adrian, he stays in the ground.
And unfortunately for Doja, these Molotovs are now just going to spell disaster. I mean, the entire marketplace is just blanketed in flames. And they do, of course, still hold on to the frag that now comes sailing forward. Doja down to 80. He's going to need the 1v3. Twist scoped in, and GODSENT successful as they win out on the deciding map of their opening BO3. Our analysts on point, Hugo, I must say.
Well,
Dust and Bled. They predicted this. They did a great job of it. GODSENT, obviously. They nearly let Gambit sneak back into Inferno, but it just wasn't meant to be. And Mirage, their home plate.
And that's down to Brolin as well. Let's not underplay that completely, right? There were multiple rounds where not only does he get that sick first jungle ace, but also the 4K on the eco that stopped Gambit's comeback, and then the follow-up round where Gambit get 4 kills in USP, so Hobbit goes massive on stairs, and Brolin wins that spray duel in the 1v1. He loses that, Gambit win the eco, suddenly they're back into the game, suddenly they're running away with the map, and they can continue with the comeback. It was a couple of key rounds, mainly impactful from Brolin that saved that entire game. So fantastic efforts from him. Almost 30 kills in that third map as well. And despite his slow performance on Overpass, he caught up on Inferno, and he damn well caught up on Mirage.
He is 15 years old.
It's depressing, isn't it?
I wish I had skills like this,
right?
man. Props to him. I mean, again, he's probably performing on one of the biggest stages yet for his being, right? Yeah. So, grats, obviously, to have such early success at a young age and to do it versus a team that, albeit maybe struggling, I'm not going to take anything away from GODSENT. No. They definitely stepped up. And for them to, you know, also be in these nitty-gritty type moments, right? We had some very back-and-forth action throughout the entirety of this series. But GODSENT come out on top. Yeah,
and again, not even just beating young guns and new players like Hobbit and Mo, who are definitely younger members of the team. But you've also got Doja, you've got Seized, you've got Adren, you know, you got some national legends from this game.
Major champions.
Yeah, some major champions, right? some legends from this game. So that's actually really nice to see. GODSENT, definitely a team that's been under a lot of critique, but with this roster, I think this is the roster where they could get something done. If they keep this 5, if they carry on, they could have a really good chance in this event. They could have a really good chance in other events as well. They're certainly starting to make improvements.
I'm also really happy to see Hampus having his first good map in the series as well, right? Like he's definitely the one who stepped up in our opening
he had a
matchup.
sick overpass, if we remember back.
Yeah, the first map of the series.
Yeah. No.
So that's really cool, because I think he does bring a certain bit of structure and leadership to a lineup of incredibly talented players.
Well, either way, we are going to be throwing back off to our desk, and then we'll be back. Oh, and that's the last game of the day, sorry, because VP Fraxes are running at the same time. So that is it. Done for now. But we do have the desk. You don't want to miss that. Let's see the analysts break this whole situation down.
5 reasons to bet on bets.net. 1. We are not a bookmaker agency. We are a betting exchange. We are fine with any outcome of the event, so we have no reason not to pay your win. The information about the bets is available for everyone in real time. We stand for fair esports. 2. Instant replenishment and withdrawal of funds. No delays, checks, and restrictions. 3. Convenient mobile app on iOS and Android. All site functionality is in your pocket. Bonuses for each user of the app. 4. More than 800,000 people trust us. We are the most visited esports bet site in the CIS. 5. All coefficients are fully transparent and the commission rate is the lowest. We play fair and square. Bets.net. Visit us and win with us.
What a